Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. AEW Dynamite, May the 10th, 2023. We're getting closer to Double or Nothing, even though the build seems like it would have been last week. It seems like they reached the peak last week. We still got 3 more weeks, but you know, only 2 of us tonight as well. Back to usual.
It's just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us. You and I.
And you know, we come on here every week and we bash AEW. Because, you know,
we bash it.
I've got to say, you know, I'll give him credit. This week's match card actually looks kind of decent.
And
but I think that's mainly because of
the
yeah, I didn't watch last week. But the competition tonight apparently was like 5 different basketball games. There's like a lot going on tonight, so you can see why he's stacking the show up. But
yeah, but against basketball, like, it doesn't make any sense. How do you compete against a different type of sport?
True. There's not much crossover really either, is there? People just tune in. And you see last week's rating, it was 770,000. So, you know, it's going down, down, down.
Yeah, I'm like, isn't that about usual?
No, usually we were like 850, weren't there? Like last year there was over 1 million. Then there was like 850.
Yeah, what did they have last year that made them go over 1 million?
What was it?
Who was it?
The same guy who's apparently coming back for a new Saturday show.
Again, I'll tell you now, I said this to us all the time. I would much rather watch it on a Saturday than on a Thursday. It'd be a lot easier.
True.
Like we could watch it live. Again, it'd be a lot easier.
Or even on a Sunday, like, you know, it's not a work day,
Sunday
is it? So,
and Sunday's a nice, you know, quiet day for most people in the UK, so it'll be nice.
True. But yeah, well, let's get into this match card. We've got a lot to talk about. Starting off tonight, you know it's going to be the first match. Oh wait, I've got this in the wrong.
Obviously, because you know it's Orange.
Orange Cassidy always starts the show, and it's the International Championship against Daniel Garcia. I mean, Daniel has no chance of winning though.
No, I disagree. I think if you're going to drop the belt, drop it to Garcia.
Yeah, but what is Garcia even doing right now? He's still. What is he doing?
Just gives him something to do.
Yeah, I guess, but Orange Cassidy's like. He's presented as the #1 champion right now, which is crazy to think about.
I know, because he's booked so strong, and now Tony's put him into a corner, which makes no sense. So book him to lose, right? And then, you know, obviously you have the Jericho appreciation. Jericho come out, start beating on Orange as he wins the belt to celebrate. Guess who comes out? Boom, boom, baby.
Adam Cole. Yeah, and Roderick Strong.
Yeah. You know, maybe I doubt the best friends will back him up, Orange Cassidy, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna build up a good match between Adam Cole and Garcia, which is gonna be the end goal, because I don't count Chris as the end goal. Chris is like the middle ground. And the Intercontinental or whatever it's called, the Atlantic, whatever, would also be a good belt for Cole. It might actually start building him up.
To that point, you just said the best friends have a match tonight as well, so you might be right. Maybe they can't back up Orange because they're preparing for the match, or they've already had the match and they're injured or whatever. So.
Well, if Orange is starting now, they've not got them. They're not having.
Oh yeah, true. That's if maybe he finally changes it up though. Maybe he realizes, oh shit, you know, people are getting sick of seeing Orange every week at the start of the show. Maybe I should put him, you know, and now we're into it or whatever.
No, it's gonna be a start because it's Jericho's boy, and if Jericho has any sense, if Tony has any sense, they're gonna start the show. As bad as it sounds, put Chris on commentary. Give Chris a reason to be out. No, let me finish. Give Chris a reason to be out there.
He was on commentary last week. I know you didn't see it, but he was on commentary last week.
Again, I didn't see it, so it doesn't fucking matter. It didn't happen. It doesn't exist in my world. If he's on commentary, commentating for his match, then if Garcia wins, you know, he's out there. Or if Garcia loses, he's also out there to attack Orange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
anything to get this title off Orange, I agree. Because I feel like he's had this title for way too long now.
He's booked him too strong.
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't constantly defending it and he lost a few matches and he wasn't on the line or whatever, like it makes sense. Or he took the pin when he was in like a trios match. It makes sense.
Like, why couldn't he have just done this with Wardlow and a TNT title instead of playing hot potato all the time, or Hobbs for anyone? Why? Where's the booking with everyone else?
He hasn't got enough time on the shows. He's got 2 shows, 3 hours, right? And he's wasting most of them on fucking people no one cares about. Now, if he gets rid of Rampage altogether and has one on Saturday, one on Wednesday, he's got 4 hours. To be honest, I'd keep Rampage because you might as well have somewhere else for Jay Cardell to go because I don't want her on either one.
Yeah, now that they've stopped Dark and Elevation, maybe that's what Rampage turns into. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, the job is.
Like yeah.
It's like an hour show with 3 matches. It's not.
True. Yeah, unless they take it off and they put it on like a streaming service or something. I don't know.
Here's a crazy idea. No more 20-minute classic matches.
But you can't do that. That's AEW, isn't it?
I know that's blasphemy, Tony. I know. But nobody cares.
No.
Quality
Especially when there's
over
no
quantity.
build, when it's just, oh, this guy's facing this guy for 20 minutes. It's like, why? It's like, because it's a good match. It's like, okay.
Okay, then put those on fucking internet. You know, have your fucking marks watch them.
True.
Because you're not going to see your company grow.
But yeah, I'm still saying Orange wins, but you think Garcia is going to win.
If you're going to do it right, do it here, do it now. And I know it's a win on TV, but I think one of the whole selling points of AEW and the fact they only do so many people is that you will have title changes just on a weekly show, on a Wednesday night, out of nowhere.
True. And this is sorted. Well, I guess the TNT is the TV title, but so's this, and it's defended every goddamn week, so it pretty much may as well be the TV title. George, welcome to the stream. Why is Quincy crying? He just wants attention. You still got to wait another hour. You're not going out yet.
And I haven't shaved my legs either, Georgia. She'll get that reference.
Okay. Moving on, our boys, FTR, we're going to respond to Jarrett and Jay Lethal's challenge. Obviously, it's going to be a year for Double or Nothing. That's going to be the tag team match, but, you know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
At least it gives them a match, though. It's better than just being like, where's FTR? At least, you know.
I know, but couldn't Jeff Jarrett just be doing what he should be doing backstage, cracking heads, saying, hey, listen to me. I don't care how fucking young and green you are, or how old and out of touch I may be. I know how to fucking wrestle, you don't. You know, couldn't he be doing that backstage?
Well, he's been busy with the live events, hasn't he? We're doing the Wembley show and all these house shows they're doing and all that.
Well, that's what he's doing. He needs to be better at it. Because what the fuck are they doing at Wembley?
Well, yeah, we still got 2 shows before Wembley, though, haven't we? Got Double or Nothing and Forbidden Door too. So I don't think we're going to know any matches for Wembley for a while.
Is it Double or Nothing this month?
Yeah, it's the end of May. Yeah.
Right. So, excuse me. Let's get that gas out of it. Right. Granted, Double or Nothing's the end of the month. Let's get Double or Nothing out of the way. Forbidden Door, like what? That's basically dream matches. Like there's no story to that. It's just these 2 guys would be great to fight. Everyone wants to see it.
True.
No one really cares. We probably will watch it, but we'll skip most of it. I'm guessing we're going to watch whatever good matches they are that we might think.
Yeah, if it's Will Ospreay versus Omega, I'll watch that.
Yeah, if it's FTR versus some good.
Yeah, an FTR.
Empire, or some other young guys, I'd watch that. Or the Acclaim. I think the Acclaim should be fighting someone because they need to be big.
George, I didn't hear what you said. And Alex, welcome to the stream. Tony Khan will get another major announcement next Wednesday when Excalibur speaks about next week's Dynamite. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Last week, were you there for that when he was reading through it again at Excalibur? Or did you not tune in for that bit? Do you know when he reads through the match? Yeah. That was the fastest last week, man. He was barely breathing at the end of it. It was like, fucking hell, man. Like, you're that short for time, you need him to speed run through it, or is it just, I think it's just a joke at this point, and it's just like Excalibur just to speed run through the thing.
Yeah. And Georgia, I said I haven't shaved my legs either. It's a reference to your Sim stream.
I see CM Punk debuting his theme song, This Fire Burns at Collision. I mean, it's a good theme, but
I would love to have This Fire Burns, but and it kind of makes sense to have got. Is it End of Heartache for Finger?
Oh, for Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have got Kill Switch, yeah, but I don't know what
the song is. Yeah, I'm sure it's said it's not. It's either the End of Heartache or one of the other ones, one of the other early ones. But I think he's so synonymous with Cult. You know what I mean? He's just so. Yeah. I didn't actually watch the stream, George. Sorry, I just saw the clip.
You saw the clip. But I guess if he turns heel, then I guess you could change the theme to This Fire Burns.
I know he was heel.
I guess the lyrics do matches. Like I don't know.
Both lyrics match.
I'd be fine with either one.
I'm a big Killswitch Engage fan, so I would die happy.
Let's just get this match out of the way because I know we don't care about it. We've got Claudio versus Rey Fenix, even though I do like Rey Fenix. Double Jeopardy match. Whoever wins get a title shot against the other guy. It's like, okay, cool. It's just so stupid. And what happened to no more ROH on the show? They're both ROH champions. What happened to no more ROH?
why are Lucha Brothers not building to fighting FTR?
True. That's a good point.
Have they even had a proper match together?
Not that I can remember. They might have had one.
Could we please build to that? Because in terms of your best tag team talent, FTR, Ass Boys, Lucha Brothers, The Acclaimed. Am I missing anyone else out?
I have to look at my figures. No, I think you got them all.
That you have 4 decent tag teams.
Reynolds and
Not
Silver.
3. 5. 5 fucking Dynamite. If you were smart, Tony, you would have kept them to Jeff and Sammer. You would have had 6 brilliant tag teams.
True, yeah.
But
we'll get into Jeff and Sammy in a bit. But yeah, does it even matter who wins anyway? I'd go with Claudio. Whatever.
No, I think Ray's going to win because they're going to want to run this match again.
Oh yeah, if Ray wins, then it's sort of title, isn't it? Yeah, okay, yeah. I agree. Ray wins.
Why not have a number 1 contenders match with someone else?
True.
Why does it have to be with Claudio? Oh, the idea is if you beat Claudio once, then you can do it again. I kind of get that, but just fucking have him go against someone. Have him go against Utah, for fuck's sake. And where's the build for this? Like, where
well, it might be an ROH, but again, why is it on Dynamite if it's an ROH? Exactly.
Why the fuck is it on Dynamite?
He said this a few weeks ago. It's like, no more ROH, and now we've got this shit again, and it's like, okay, cool.
I'm why the fuck? More importantly, why in all the living hell? Why, Tony? Why tell me now? Tell me why, Tony.
Tell me why.
Are the Lucha Brothers now relegated to ROH?
Yeah. Eddie Kingston, Samoa Joe, Lucha Brothers. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, Samoa Joe, I understand because he went from
AEW. Yeah.
He went from AEW to WWE from his second release straight to ROH before Tony Boy.
True, yeah.
So his
and
contract's
also got
really
history there as well, hasn't it? But the
a lot of history there more than ever.
Fucking hell.
I'm like, Eddie, I can see because he probably doesn't want to work with a lot of people.
Put him on a Saturday show.
I don't know. I think he rubs, and a lot of people rub him the wrong way as well. He's happy in ROH. I would love to see him happy on TV, but I don't get what I want most of the time. So I count my miracles when I get them. But why the fuck have you just downgraded them to ROH? Now, if ROH had its own TV spot, yeah, I'd understand. I'd actually go and watch it more.
Yeah, but it couldn't get that. They tried getting it with Jericho, it didn't work, and then now they're on the stream and I don't know.
I'm like, why don't you put it on Fight TV? On a different network. Why does it have to be its own network? Because I'm not going to pay £5 a month or whatever just for ROH. I just ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna go through the trouble of trying to illegally find it and watch it because I just don't care.
Alex, good point. We're going to talk about this match next. Anna Jay versus Julia was first on Rampage, now on Dynamite. The whole feud is more cringe than Trish Stratus. Oh my god. I'll talk about that next week on Raw stream. That was so bad. I know you don't watch Raw, Dylan, but Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with them two, but it's so bad. It's basically came down to Trish going, your daughter's dumb. And then Becky comes out and attacks her. She's like, don't call my daughter.
Is that the only way you can get heat? Trish Stratus? Really? Your daughter's dumb. Like, you might as well turn it your way and make Trish Stratus the face, because Becky can get heat like no one's.
Yeah, Becky would be much better as the heel. But yeah, this match
just comes out with Seth Rollins immediately. Not this again.
We got no holds barred. Anna Jay.A.S versus Julia Hart.
Tell me why we're having this match again, Tony. Tell me why I didn't watch it the first time.
And of course, it's only women's match.
I'm not watching it anyway.
Only women's match per show, and it's this, but it's no holds barred.
Not even Shida.
Nope. That's what I hate about this company. People come back and they don't capitalise on it the next week. They don't even mention them.
I know I didn't watch it. I managed to catch the last 10 minutes with you guys when I got home from work.
Yeah.
And you told me Shida was back. I'm like, yes, can't wait. Next Wednesday, she's gonna do something. Something's gonna happen. Nothing.
Not announced. I mean, I'm sure we might see her backstage in a segment or something, but nothing announced.
Nothing. She comes out. Who's she with? You said?
Well, she teased being with the Outcast when she turned on him. She's with Britt and Jamie.
Alright. I obviously there's going to be a backstage segment, but why wouldn't you have Shida having a match? She's not been around for ages. Put her in the ring with someone.
Yeah.
Then you have a reason for fucking Saraya and all that to come out because you attacked us last week. You just have the match be half a Shida. You know what I mean? Don't put against just any jobber. Put against someone you're like, this woman's giving her a bit of run for the money. You know what I mean? Maybe Anna Jay, someone like that.
Yeah, Anna Jay makes sense. Yeah.
Something that takes Shida a while to sort of like beat and believable because she's not been around. So then, when the Outlaws come out or the Outcasts or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves, right, to attack, boom, Doctor will see you now. Haters gonna hate. Come out, 3-on-3. They win. They're celebrating. It's confirmed they're working together. Am I the only one who can book these women? Am I the one? Do I have to go to?
It's gonna be a 6-woman tag. I'm guessing at Double or Nothing. They hadn't confirmed that, but that seems would be whereabouts to go.
I better be a tornado because
it won't be a tornado. No.
Saraya, she's fucking she's like porcelain. If anything, that's what you would do more. You would do a tornado because then you could be like, right, then Saraya and whoever she's fighting, we'll keep the cameras away from you until you're ready for the big spots or whatever.
True. Yeah. But you think it's gonna win, Anna Jay or Julia Hart? I'm gonna go with Julia Hart.
I'm gonna go with Anna. No, I'm gonna go with Julia Hart. What you said, Anna Jay? Because I don't see what they're doing with Anna Jay.
Mm.
All right, she said at the wrestling she's happy working with Jericho. Don't know why. Maybe because she's working with him, she gets TV time.
Probably.
Just fair enough. She could do with it realistically. She's a very talented wrestler. I just wish she was doing something better. But again, I don't get my wishes. I don't get these miracles.
But yeah, from there we got the trios match. House of Black defending the trios titles against Bandido and Best Friends. Bandido just gets about, and he was with Orange, well now he's with Best Friends, and it just proves this is just clearly House of Black are winning. Because why is Orange not inside this match? Because they're not winning. That's why Orange isn't inside the match. So we'll put Bandido in there, and he'll probably take the pin.
Well, yeah, I'm getting sick of seeing Chuck take the pin. To be fair, but
Bandido is very random. Yeah, he does. He seems it. Yeah.
I've hired this Mexican guy that I need to use. So, do you want to lose to the Dark Order so the Best Friends look strong?
It's funny because he's one of those a long list of people who come in and everyone hypes him up, and now he just feels like another guy. What's special about him? He's just another guy.
David, you're asking the wrong guy. I don't watch anything other than AEW and sometimes WWE. Maybe that's my fault. That's what some people might think. But I think maybe it's these other wrestling promotions that don't appeal to me. Maybe there's something that they don't do that the others do.
Yeah, true.
But okay, there's how many people did he hire and he's not using?
I bet Rampage's Vikingo and Bandido versus Drestico and Roosh. Yeah, where's Roosh? I like Roosh. Roosh is actually decent. Where's he gone now? Has he just disappeared again?
I don't know. Maybe.
They're still waiting for Andrade, the suspension to be over, whenever that is.
What is it? How is this suspension still going on? Is Tony keep ringing and saying, "Apologize to Sammy"? No, fuck you. I
think it must be the Saturday show. He's waiting and he's like, I'll put Andrade away from Sammy. He's got his roster split on his, so that's what he's going to do, I think.
All right, okay. I'm not mad with that.
Yeah, but still, Andrade's been God for how long now, and it's look at now.
I guess, but imagine that'd be a lot of pops on that's basically your entire Saturday show for that first show. It's all these people are coming in. It's just bang, CM Punk, bang, Andrade, fucking bang, Miro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just all these pops. It might work. It might be the only way to really you have all these pops on Monday. On that first Saturday, then you're gonna, I'd assume, logically, that all these major guys are now on that side. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm gonna go and watch the Saturday show next week because I didn't watch it last week. That.
But it depends on how they promote it as well, though, innit? If they barely promote the show, then word of mouth might get out for the week after, but that first show might not do good in the ratings. They're gonna have to promote the shit out of it, really, aren't they? To be fair.
They're gonna have to do what they did with their CM Punk's return on Rampage. They're gonna have to play it like that.
Yeah.
But whatever they did in terms of promoting it without promoting it, that's what they have to do for CM Punk's return. Like promote the Saturday show. Coliseum or Collision?
Collision, I think. It'll pretty much be a repeat, won't it? Because it's in Chicago again, isn't it?
Yeah, what a shit name.
It is a shit
Coliseum
name.
sounds better. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it invokes the idea of a Coliseum, but there you've got your sort of like look of how you can do stuff.
So
Whatever.
glad I discovered other wrestling shows like Progress and Prestige Wrestling. How do you watch that? Is that like a subscription thing, like ROH? I'm guessing it is anyway. You pay monthly and then you watch it. I don't know.
See, I want to get these motherfuckers to go to like some random indie wrestling show, but none of them want to do it.
Because I wouldn't know anyone if I got into it first and I knew people. Then
I'm not saying go there just to like, oh, let's get into it. I'm like, let's go there for a fucking good time. You know, just get into it.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know, some shit at wrestlers we don't know because we're never going to see them again.
And then the main event, I ain't got a match card for this, but we've got John Moxley versus Kenny Omega, Steel Cage. And this is the third match they've had. I think it is, isn't it?
What?
In AEW.
There's the
Mox won the first one, Kenny won the second.
No,
it's the fourth. Fenix is exploding
Yeah.
back. Yeah, it's the fourth match. Yeah.
Because there was they had that one where they had the glass. Was it the lights out one?
Yeah, the first one Moxley
Like,
won. Didn't
the first lights out match. Then
Kenny
they had
beat him when Winter is coming for the title.
No, no, because he did. Yeah, wait, because then he got the title. Then they had the death
barbed
match.
wire match. Yeah, and Kenny
This
won
will be the
that
fourth.
as well. So Moxley's winning this then, isn't it? Because Kenny's won two, Moxley's won one.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, but like, you know what? For like being 3 years this promotion now.
Yeah.
These guys have been in. Only wrestled these two guys only wrestled 4 times. Well, come at 4 times.
True.
That's the best play they've. I think that's one of the best decisions Tony's probably made.
Yeah.
Probably not by choice. Probably by them. Like, I don't really want to work with them at the moment. I've got my ideas I want to do.
If it was WWE back in the Vince days, it would be like the 20th time already, but they haven't played it out too much.
I know, but with Vince, there would have been an actual fucking story at least.
True. And you know this is going to be a bloodbath.
Depending on what time period we're talking, Vince, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you already know it's going to end. It's going to end with them all coming out. Hangman's going to make his return, obviously. He's not been on the show for a few weeks. And then they're going to go
with no explanation why.
No. But it's like, oh my god. Moxley should win to continue the story. What is the story though, Alex? What is it? Like, Combat Club of Bullies and the Elite are standing up to him. I guess that's the story, innit?
I guess it's just these two factions are fighting each other for like territory and power. Like,
There's nothing on the line, or is there?
Can I book this match the way it should be booked?
Go on then.
Alright.
What, tonight's match, you mean, or?
No, I mean like the entire fucking AEW, the Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club. This is how it should have been booked. Alright? You should have had it where, you know, you haven't seen Combat Club in a while because you've had a lot of trios matches with the Elite. And then you have the one night where the Combat Club come out and attack everyone. You know what I mean? Then you do the Don Callis thing later on. You know, you build up where they're just attacking. And then you have that one where like they're all in the ring, like, what's the issue here? You have them say, this is a war of territory. You guys have been on week, and we've been pushed aside. But we've been on week before you know, being the top guys, kind of thing. And your storyline is a battle of territory. Now, if Tony was really fucking smart and doing it this way, he wouldn't be doing it now. He'd be waiting until the Saturday show was ready. Because whoever loses that show, that big match, that final match, you know, so the Elite win, obviously. They're like, well, now we've got Dynamite. And then you can push them off to Coliseum and be like, well, then we'll take Coliseum. You make a whole storyline about taking, you know, territory and being like, we want, you know.
No, you might be onto something there, because remember, Double or Nothing's the end of May, innit? And then 2 weeks later is when the Saturday show starts, so they still technically could do that.
I thought we were weeks away from that. We were like months.
Nah, the Saturday show started like middle of June, so that'll be like 2 weeks after Double or Nothing, won't it?
But that's how I would do this story, Matt. I personally would try to stay away from like the whole blood and guts sort of angle from Blackpool Combat Club. I'd have them be like a gang. You know what I mean? Like, we're taking this territory. You know, we're taking Rampage. We're taking Dynamite. We're taking this ring from you. You know what I mean? Or whatever. They'd be like, we're sick of your quote-unquote like good guy attitude kind of thing. You know, we'll be the bad guys if need be, but we're taking this. We're bringing, you know. And I would I would also argue that you could have Mox and Cesaro sort of say like arguing about Mox and Brian talking about wrestling styles. Like, you guys aren't wrestlers. You guys are sports entertainers. You guys.
Well, yeah, they have been. Brian has been doing that though. Hasn't he? He's been.
Yeah, but I would have Moxley be in it more. You know what I mean? Playing like, you guys don't know what real pain's like. You guys don't know what it's like when you've got like loads of barbed wire in your back and you're waking up bleeding from not knowing what just happened the day before. Like, that's how I would really play. I'd really play into like the different styles of these characters.
Alex, they've done that. I'm sure they've done that spot. Haven't they done that spot before? Thumbtacks on the table. I'm sure someone's done that before.
No, but they have powerbomb people through thumbtacks and stuff. But I don't think they've. Do you know what? No, I think I might just be mixing it up with a mixed following match, maybe. But I don't think we have seen it in AEW.
No, not in AEW, no. I just thought it meant in general. But if they do that in AEW, get someone who knows what they're doing. Don't give it to, like, Willow or something.
Give it to Mox. I trust Mox to do that.
Yeah, he'll have experience with that.
I trust Mox, Brian, hell, Kenny Omega. There's a few other people I probably trust, but a few I wouldn't actually give it to. A few I trust, but I wouldn't give it to them anyway, because like, it's not
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's, yeah, they... Well, I don't know the way.
I tried watching that, what was it, deletion match from Rampage. I got 2 minutes into it. I was like, no, but I'm not doing this. I'm not watching it. It was so bad. Oh my god.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Darby,
I trust.
Those Hardy remember what he was doing in TNA years ago, like the deletion matches on his compound when he like film it all.
I have never watched TNA.
No, but you remember what's his name? Broken Matt. You remember Broken Matt Hardy, don't you? That gimmick. Yeah. They were trying to recreate that. But it was nothing the same. It was just, oh my god.
See, they did. Can I go on a tangent for a minute with the Hardys?
Go on then.
They missed their fucking spot with the Hardys.
Who, AEW?
Yeah, they really have blown the fucking... Because you're Big Money Mac. Awful fucking character. But so good to be used as a storyline to bring in Jeff to be like, I'm bringing back my brother. You know what I mean? And you could have Jeff just beat Big Money Matt, clean, whatever. In a way that really sort of makes Matt go away or whatever. Then you have him come back broken. You like, you broke Big Money Matt, but then you bring out Broken Matt, and you just have Jeff go, nah, I want my brother. And then I have to, and then you have Jeff just turn into Will, and you just have them like breaking each other down to like their final like real identity. You know what I mean?
But instead, what did we get? We got a repeat twice. What was it? The contract thing the first time, and then again, a month ago.
Wouldn't that have been a really fucking good story to tell?
It would have, yeah. But this is AEW,
isn't like it? different personas. You know what I mean? Like Mick Foley, and their entire feud for the next 2 months is just each one of them breaking the barriers down to get back to their brothers, to get back to like their brother.
Yeah,
like they're actually the guy they used to wrestle in the back garden. Like the storyline you could have had,
storylines play second fiddle to good matches in AEW. That's all that matters.
Would have got good matches. I think good matches, not great matches. I mean,
it would have been more the story instead, wouldn't it? Because they're both getting up there in age, especially Jeff and I
don't mean to toot my horn out, but I seem to get better at better fucking matches. But only when I'm doing a live stream. Every time I'm in to chat with you, boy, it's like, nah, dude, you're talking out your fucking ass there.
Right, it's going to be difficult to do because Dylan only watched one match last week, but we're going to talk about last week's show.
And it was the worst match I probably could have watched.
It started, of course, with Orange Cassidy, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Bandido winning against Jericho Appreciation Society.
That even confirms my original prediction for tonight is that Cole's going to come out.
Yeah, he's definitely going to come out. And then afterwards, Jericho was there with that Britt Baker shirt, which makes sense because he's the heel. It makes sense for him to wear the Britt Baker shirt with the black eye, but not to sell it. And we got into that last week. I'm not getting into that again, but Adam Cole attacked him as well, which was Jericho's on commentary, right? He's watching the monitor. As soon as the match is over, Adam Cole's running up. Jericho's staring at the monitor, but he doesn't see him coming. It's like you're watching the monitor, you can see what we see. He's running up towards you.
Does he? Like, because did they get like a different camera? Could they cut between different cameras?
No, they can't cut. No, Tony Schiavone's not going to be sat there cutting between different cameras, is it?
Who said he was doing it? It'd probably be Excalibur and Taz going, like, we changed to see like different angles.
Nah, they watch the TV feed like we do.
I guess that makes sense, but I think it'd be better if they could change. But then again, they could be commenting something and we never notice it because we're not on their monitor. I mean, I understand that.
But he got into a brawl afterwards. Britt Baker slapped Jericho as well.
You couldn't have had him, fucking arguing with Shivani. That would have been a better angle if he was arguing with. If Shivani sort of like sees Adam Cole coming up, that's talking, trying to get Chris's attention.
Yeah.
Because then you got that storyline like, no, I'm with because Britt's her friend, Britt's his friend. Yeah, that's the right term. Yeah.
Shivani, yeah.
Yeah, Shivani's Britt's friend, and that's Britt's husband. So like, why wouldn't you back? Like, I know they had like a weird thing, but just to like, the fact he's wearing that shirt probably pissed him off. You know what I mean?
True. That was funny. He was wearing Britt's shirt. Yeah, it made sense because Jericho was the heel. It's just when they're selling the t-shirt and people would walk. I'm not saying people would, but if you walk around in public with that on, you're gonna get some, raised eyebrows, aren't you? At least.
I don't. Maybe raised eyebrows, but I don't think anyone's going to go, "Ooh, what's that?" Like, they'll ask, "What's that?" And then you're like, "Oh, it's a wrestling thing," and then they'll go, "Oh, right, I don't really care. It's wrestling."
Yeah, true.
I don't think those like righteous Andys that you see out on fucking internet going, "I can't believe you're wearing that. That's public. That's fucking messing around." Like, it's fucking wrestling. Like she's making the money from the shirt. The woman with the black eye is making the money.
Yeah, which again don't make sense because it's not even her shirt. The Outcast made the shirt because they're the ones who gave her the black eye. And then Britt Baker's defending the shirt, even though it's not. I don't know. It's a whole.
It's not a good design. I'm not a big fan of shirts. Where it's like the square, where it's just a picture.
Yeah,
and like
that's what AEW were doing now. They're getting lazy. They're just printing the fucking thing. It's like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, well, you spend a good 2 years becoming a fucking t-shirt company. I think you're gonna cut corners to save money.
True, but like even that CM Punk shirt, I still want it. The one you've got. Like, why are they doing shit like that? I'm guessing that was Punk involved in that. It must have been. Punk wouldn't have been just like.
I think clean ones were really good.
Yeah, the clean one, yeah, but there's like barely any. Like, if you go in the shop, you'll scroll down, it would just be like you said, like just the square fucking images. It's like, how long does it take to make that? You're clearly lazy with it.
But they're the ones that like I see in Primark and I fucking hate them. Like the the Dragon Ball Z ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so bad.
But yeah, next match we had Saraya beating Willow, and it's where Shida came back afterwards. She teased joining the Outcast, but then I think Britt Baker and Hayter were underneath the ring, so they tried doing what they did the other week, where they were hiding underneath the ring, and it's like, fucking hell.
I can't believe I missed that. I'm so fucking angry.
Yeah, every week we came on here like, where's Shida? Where's Shida? The one week Dylan doesn't watch, she comes back.
Shida supporter, I fucking love her. I think she's great.
She is good.
I really do. I don't know why. There's something about her. I really like her. But yeah, I'm so annoyed. Fuck, I can't believe I had a meeting. Oh, it was so pointless, that fucking meeting, team. I can't tell you.
She needs to be champion again. I think she should be TBS champion, to be honest, but, Jade's undefeated, so.
Don't get me started on Jade, please. I don't want to speak about her ever again.
Moving on to the Battle Royale, we talked about it last week in predictions. Most of these teams had no chance of winning. It was either going to be Acclaimed, which did win, or the Lucha Brothers, and they weren't even fucking Pac, was it? Who was it now? Bandido? No?
Yeah.
Vikingo, I think it was. I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, the Acclaimed won, so they're going to be facing House of Black soon for the Trios titles.
Right.
But like we saw about before, the Acclaimed have sort of dropped off in terms of momentum, but it's not their fault, it's just the booking, really, isn't it?
I know, but what do you do with them? Like, I feel like you just need to give them a team to fight against. You need to give them a storyline. If you're going to push anyone with any fucking kind of belt on a daily basis, let it be them. Because at least if they come out at the start of each show, Max is going to rap something. It's going to get the crowd going.
True. It's better than Orange Cassidy just coming out doing his thing.
And it won't feel forced if they're first on anyway. Because it's going to be like, oh, he's on first. We get to hear his rap. His rap is on something different. There, you instantly, boom, you have something that's constant for us to be like excited for, but also different because it's going to be, what's he going to rap about? What's his rap going to be about?
It's a hook to tune in for, isn't it? No pun intended, but it's like something to actually do.
I'm not saying you need to keep it running as long as you have with Orange. 2-3 months max until you finally got a storyline involved. And what that storyline is going to be against who? You know what I mean? If you turn them into a trio, I don't know whether it's time for them to lose Billy Gunn, but I think that time may be coming because I personally think the next storyline for Billy Gunn will be rejoining his kids and those three going after the trio spell.
Yeah, you turn him face and sort of like a redemption arc from.
And do you want to know what else I have in mind? Guess who else you should give the trio spells to?
Who?
FTR Wardlow.
Maybe, but what if Punk's coming back? I'd do FTR Punk.
No, listen to it. I say this because then we can get Ass Boys versus FTR again.
Hmm.
And FTR have the trios belts, they drop into the Ass Boys. Then they've got that win again, don't they?
Yeah, true. You pick that back up.
And it could be depending on how you play, you want to turn, FTR face or heel in that moment to do whatever. I feel like that's the way to go. That'd be a good way, because right now I'm not hating Billy Gunn. I just don't want to get to that stage where I'm like, all right, Billy Gunn, it's time for you to leave. I feel like, leave us missing you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true. Instead of 20 years ago. Yeah.
Go early. Don't go when it's too late.
Alex, we say this all the time, but I don't see Mercedes/Sasha Banks going to AEW. Maybe for a one-off at Forbidden Door, but I just don't see a signing, to be honest.
It's Mercedes money.
Money.
Money. It's all about the money.
But why would she sign with AEW? You know what I mean? Unless
Money.
Tony promises her, like,
Literally
the money.
money.
Yeah, I guess, which we'll get into in a minute because they've got that TV deal coming up. FTR and Punk versus Jericho Society is happening at Wembley. Oh, I hope not. No.
I hate you, Jamie, because I want to see that, because that's the only way we're going to see Punk. I think if you're going to give him a big arena, I think, fuck it. Put him in a trios match.
No, I'm fine with FTR and Punk. It's just against Jay.A.S. I don't want to see
Who
Jay.A.S.
else are you going to put him against? Because he's not going to be the click. Not going to be
House
the
of Black.
Fuck off. Right, that match line doesn't make sense.
Why don't it? If they have the titles and Punk and FTR want the trios titles.
Fuck you. Death Triangle.
Well, yeah, because it's Pac. Yeah, you can't have travel issues, Pac, can I?
You can't have travel issues back. Fucking Tony Khan has booked a whole fucking stadium to get you on the fucking channel. Get you in a match. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Because Pac's originally like a singles guy, like Paul. They claimed in Lucha Brothers have got some history. Could be for the trios belts.
Yeah.
One of them could have it. One of them could win it. I personally would think Death Triangle come in with the belts and then
drop it at Wembley.
Just to give Punk a belt, you know what I mean? To give Punk something to hold on to and have a team with him. And they could break up very easily. It could be like one of them gets a quote unquote injury but is going on holiday and they have to relinquish the belts. Whatever happened to a title just being relinquished?
Well, he did that last year, didn't he, when he was injured? But then we had the interim. Oh no, we didn't. I take that back. We had the interim bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think we did. But just the idea of look, I'm injured. I can't compete. I'm going to relinquish the belt. Tony's going to do a big tournament for it. I'll be back in 6 months. Whatever. I'll try and get better. Why is it going to be? Oh, you're injured. Right. Wrestle him and drop it to him. A tournament's a well better idea.
Yeah, but Tony does do a lot of tournaments, though. He does go overboard.
He does. No, he doesn't. There's a lot of shit things that he calls tournaments.
Yeah, but we've got the Owen Hart tournament coming up soon as well.
Again, another shit thing that's not a tournament, because what the fuck is that? Last year it was really weird. Why is it, these two guys are going to fight, and then the winner of that match is going to fight this guy who hasn't wrestled anyone? Yeah, because that makes sense. Have one guy
and also they did FTR versus each other in the first round match. It's why didn't you build that up? That should not be a first round match.
Two guys who are, quote unquote, the biggest, Hart Foundation fans. You know what I mean? Literally, have the color scheme, not the color scheme, but are inspired heavily by them. You know what I mean? And it becomes a matter of you got fucking Young Bucks who are clearly inspired by the Rockers and that. You got fuck the Young Bucks anyway.
But yeah, back to last week's show. Wardlow had a squash match. Of course, he had 3 power bombs. Calls out Christian, but there's a twist. Christian wants the title shot, not Luchasaurus, so it's going to be Christian versus Wardlow. Which
this is just going to be a turnaround where Christian goes, I can't compete, but he has thing. What was it now that Booker T had it? Was it Booker? Yeah, Booker T had it.
And someone fought for him. I think Wardlow's going to beat Christian, and then Luchasaurus has the match after.
Yeah, I think this is a shit way of doing it, and they should have built up Wardlow and Luchasaurus as 2 monsters. You know what I mean? Just have matches where they're squashes. Just have, maybe once another week, maybe once they're on the same show, and then you could have had them in a tournament or battle royale where they're in the middle of the ring, everyone else is injured, and you just see them wailing on each other for shits and giggles. They both I'm trying to get two of them, and then two other guys, weaker guys push them over, but then they're still wrestling outside the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
built these two men as fucking monsters.
Where's Trent Seven? Wasn't he signed to AEW? Nah, I think that was just a one-off, mate. Wardlow and Goldberg versus Christian Luchasaurus.
Oh, can we go away? Oh, ban him. I'm sorry, Alex. No, don't mention that.
I don't think Goldberg's coming into AEW. I know people keep saying he's having a retirement tour or whatever, but I just don't. And then again, money talks. It's only throws enough money at him.
They just fucking retire. Why does that man get to join fucking Hall of Fame? I don't. Does it really mean anything? Why the hell is he like?
He was big at one point in WCW, but there's worse people in the Hall of Fame who shouldn't be in there. But then again,
I don't know, man. He retired Bret Hart early. Like, enough said, really.
Yeah, it was an accident, but, Was Jungle Boy a total love of wrestling? Apparently so. I mean, I sort of got the impression that he didn't really want to be there, but the people who met him said, like, he was, I don't know. It depends.
We are not the best judge.
Yeah.
We have different... We weren't really paying attention. We were like...
Well, I mean, at one point, someone asked him, like, would you like to face CM Punk? And it seemed like he spaced out to me. He's like looking inside the crowd. It's like a yes or no answer. It's like he was looking around for someone to tell him what to say. But apart from that,
again, my opinions on that is like he's like, oh shit, what the fucking Tony Khan say about saying something? Or maybe he doesn't know that we can say anything about CM Punk.
I took it more as like, the Young Bucks and the whole situation. Because he's clearly, he's friends with the Young Bucks. They're the reason why he's got a job in it. So, I don't know.
I guess, yeah, but the Young Bucks. I saw a Young Bucks fan a while ago.
Thought you were watching something say he was. Yeah, I was listening to the Jim Cornette clip when Georgia was there. Yeah, I was listening to that, yeah. Well, people who met him said, like, I mean, we didn't meet him, so we can't really comment on it, can we? So, I don't know.
Yeah, like, the interview that he was doing was pretty bad. Like, it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, true.
I don't think it was really a great interview in general. Like the crowd didn't seem to be into it, really.
Even the audio was kind of bad as well, wasn't it? The audio, it was like fucking
Yeah, the questions were bad. Like, what would be the last match you'd watch? Are you about to die? Like, what last wrestling match would you like? Why the fuck would I be watching wrestling? That's like asking me, like, what Power Rangers episode would you want to watch if you were about to die? Like, couldn't I be with my family? Could I be hugging my loved ones one last time? Why have I got to be watching a show that I like? Like, can I be doing something more factful?
No, yeah, George is right. It's from a 12-year-old kid. Like, I understand what the kid's saying. He means, like, what last match would you... You don't mean on your deathbed, like, put on wrestling before you die. He means, like, like, what last film would you want to watch? It's like that, isn't it? Default, welcome to the stream. Who do you think will win, Mox or Omega? I'm going with Mox. Like we said before, Mox. Kenny's won it twice. Mox has only won once. This is the fourth match they've had, so I think Mox is going to win. But yeah, back to last week's show. We had there was a Briscoe farm segment. I know you didn't see it, but Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal all appeared at the Briscoe farm and they were trying to help him out. And his dad's like, don't trust the idiot in the overalls. And he's like, which one? He's like, all of them. it was a pretty decent segment. It was not bad. Ricky Starks beat Juice Robinson. Do not care. But what is happening with Ricky, man? I feel like he's just being punished at this point. I really do.
Did you see I had a smile on my face and then you mentioned that motherfucker? Did you see how it just went? I was like a meme for a minute there.
We're about to get worse here, Dylan, because you've seen this match. The main event, Darby and Jack beat MJF and Summer. And the note I've got here, MJF's holding the rope in it, like heels do. And the fucking bald referee kicks it, doesn't he? Kicks MJF's hand. That's fucking physical altercation. Like, MJF didn't hit you. Why are you kicking him?
Yeah, but was he holding the... Oh, he was holding the rope because he was in a move, wasn't he?
Yeah, but the referee's supposed to be like, get off. You're not supposed to kick the guy's hand.
I don't know. Like, I do not like this bald ref.
He always has to make himself the centre of attention. It's like, you're a referee. You're not inside the ring to be wrestling. You're there to do the rules, and you can barely count as it is anyway. But that's, in AEW, isn't it?
Yeah, I just... Like, when are people gonna... Like, when are the wrestlers in ring gonna smile and go, like, look, I like you, bald guy. You're a good mate. But you're an awful fucking ref.
I think some have. What's that guy's name? Paul Turner, the only guy who can actually count. It's because we know Jericho picks Audra. We know the Young Bucks pick the zombie referee. I think certain wrestlers pick certain referees. And they're like,
I guess, that's true. But, like, then which one out of the four of them is picking that bald bastard?
Well, some are friends with him, aren't they, from the Indies, when he was doing the whole invisible fucking... Whatever match it was, fucking... I don't know.
Mate, you're my mate. I wouldn't have you be doing my fucking taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Don't
Like,
these
I
wrestlers
love
get
you,
interview training? MJF seem to have more interest when he was there.
because
No,
they
they don't
fucking
get
help.
any training. They don't get anything. They don't tell you how to swing a chair, how to do a table spot. They don't tell you how to do anything.
You know what? To be fair, like I wouldn't necessarily put that on like being a thing that you actually have to teach wrestlers, like interview training. Like, I think fucking out of all of the one that really needs it is Tony Khan.
Yeah, true. You'd be like, just don't
I'm
do
sorry.
interviews, innit?
If you start an interview where you go into a 20 long deep conversation about your mum's illness, I think you need to be told that's not what you should do. You should really just say this. That's it, because that's personal information that your mother probably really didn't need to have
Especially
that.
when it's a call to promote your pay-per-view. You're spending 20 minutes of it talking about personal issues which have nothing to do with the pay-per-view.
Literally 20 minutes. Literally 20.
Ricky Starks is done. He seems to be done in AEW right now, but WWE, you know, they pushed the shit out of him because he's got everything. He can talk, he can wrestle, he's still young. Like,
imagine him with LA Knight. That'd be great.
True.
As a feud or a tag team.
That's the thing I always forget. LA Knight's nearly 40, so they're like, that's a 10-year gap between them two.
Yeah, and look how good LA Knight is. You know what I mean? You'd think he's just started his career.
Yeah,
I guess
true.
he kind of has.
Darby Allin winning the AEW belt. I think he will win it one day. I don't think it's going to be this year, but I think he will win it.
Again, like, do we really? How long are we going to see MJF? We're going to see MJF until that, like, what month in next year?
It's January, isn't it? I think it's January.
Yeah.
It makes sense to start the year, wouldn't it? Like, he starts versus LA Knight, yeah, it would be amazing. It would be.
Yeah, we've got 6 months left. Who's the longest running champ with Variable title? Mox.
Yeah, I think it's Mox, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, how long? Like, how many days, weeks, months?
I don't know. I think it's a few months. I think.
Then, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have MJF be the next long running champion. Have him run the next 6 months. No. Yeah. No, 7 months.
Well, we've already booked out. We've been saying it for months, haven't we? It has to be MJF versus Punk when his contract's coming up.
And I've said it a million times. It has to be that line. You know, I'm going to do what you didn't do. I'm going to lead the champ.
Yeah.
Because if you defeat MJF, you give him a reason to have. You give us as a fans to realize. Give him a storyline to a storyline like a point, like a story sort of motivation to be like, oh, I'm re-siding because I'm not leaving with an L and kicking your ass, CM Punk. I'm taking the belt back. So if he signs another 3-year contract and he loses that second match, then he can go away and he can rebuild and start doing other stuff. You know what I mean? That to me is how you build it. Because why would he come back or resign once he's won the belt? He's like, no, I'm going to go to Green Passion. I'm going to get paid millions over here. I'm going to go leave him with your belt. I'm going to go to this company as your champ, and that's going to make me even bigger than before. Like, why would he? Like, it makes so much sense to do that with just
help
just
MJF finish the story. Cody needs to finish his story first.
He needs to look at Brock in the face, is what he needs to do.
Did you see that promo? Brock actually looks scary, man. Fucking hell, he's got his busted up scar and his black eye.
When does Brock never look scary?
No, but with the injuries, it's even worse. He's just like staring into the camera. I was like, holy shit.
I think if that man came out of the room and I saw that, like, if I was there at his birth, I'd be terrified of that baby. Not knowing anything. I'm like, that baby could kill me right now. He really could.
But yeah, back to last week's show. Now it's a fatal 4-way, thankfully, the 4 pillars at Double or Nothing, which we all wanted to see. I mean, actually, some people were saying they didn't, but I think it's the best match to do at this point.
Look, there was a way they could have done this, and that was just, hey, let's just naturally make it a 4-way match. Or, hey, Darby's the number 1 contender. Jungle Boy won this match that also the challenge for any title. Darby's got it in a heel way, by stealing the ring or something. Each one of them has a somewhat legitimate reason to be in that match, and they all challenge at the same time. And if you could have MJF say like, "Oh no, I think it's all 1-on-1" or whatever, and then you could have Tony Khan sort of say, "Oh, but yeah, who's that guy that you just hired to be backstage? Will something?
Will Washington, I think."
Why can't he be like the general manager? Instead of having Tony go out there.
Oh no, I won't put him. We don't even know if that guy can speak or not. We just know he's a fan. Like, I won't.
You know what I mean? Like, I want someone to be the mouthpiece for the company that isn't Tony Khan.
Yeah.
So we can actually work on it. Not Tony Schiavone.
Arn Anderson. Shit, I'd even put Jeff Jarrett there. Why not?
Why not? At least he could talk on the mic.
Yeah.
The crowd love him. He has a 6-song text with.
True, yeah, he does have 6 songs.
You've just sold me on the idea there, Jamie. You could have had him come out and go, you know what? I can't like you would come out and say I can't like the idea of a 4-way match for the title. You know what I mean? The 4 pillars in one match, I kind of like that. And then we could have had this match at Double or Nothing. All right. And then, hopefully, this is what's going to happen. There's probably each one of them are going to now challenge him one after the other, aren't they?
I'd say probably Darby does, but I don't see the other two.
I say Darby and Sammy, and I think Jungle Boy needs to, come back to Manchester and apologise to everyone.
But yeah, apart from that, apparently there's a new 5-year deal AEW are going to sign next week, which is worth $1 billion. So Tony's going to have a lot of money coming in.
$1 billion.
And of course, the Saturday show as well, which is rumoured to be starting, June?
I swear, I thought that was like months away.
Nah, it's coming up.
I thought that was still in the fucking build out.
My main concern for Collision, if it premieres tape, but it's still... No, they're going to do it live. I'm sure they're going to do it live. Well, I guess it depends on what time slot they get, but I'm sure it's going to be like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in America. It won't be Rampage time.
I would hate for it to be taped because it would be so...
They can't do it taped. A 2-hour show as well, they can't, nah.
Can't even... Well, SmackDown was taped for a long time.
Yeah, but especially now in this day and age, the spoilers will be out there right then, and it's like, well, what's the point?
But like, I just can't imagine what it'd be like for fucking Tony to try and edit a show.
Oh yeah, true. Oh my god. There's also rumours of another heavyweight belt for... Oh yeah, I don't believe those rumours. There was a belt floating around MJF. It's like, you don't need another champion. You've got too many belts as it is. Come on, man. You don't need another belt.
Oh, more belts. Make it a better place.
But I understand why people are saying it, because if the rosters are going to be split, it's like, well, what happens to the World Championship on the Saturday show? But I just have MJF appear in both shows. Like, it's not that hard,
But you just have the TNT title. Oh.
Well, yeah, you put International on one and TNT on the other, but I mean, like, the world, like, the main title.
Well, I'd probably keep that on Friday, then have a heavyweight title. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, just have them on both shows, just,
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be too much.
Not really. You'd have them on every single show. Does it mean, like,
you know what? If it's going to be MJF, I'd agree with you, because he doesn't wrestle much anyway, so it makes sense.
He just appears and speaks, and you build up the contenders, and,
Yeah, I agree, then, on that logic.
The only problem with, like, tonight's show and going forward, we still got 3 weeks until the pay-per-view. Like, what else can you do with these stories to make it... Like, it seems like you've burnt it out. Like, there's nothing else you can do.
I don't know. Like
the 4 Pillars match, what else are they going to talk about now? Like, MJF and Sammy are broken up. Yeah, I guess that's another, like, week or two. But what about Darby and Jungle Boy? What are they going to do? Just keep bitching at each other again? We've already seen that.
I don't know. I guess, like, we're going to have, like... Like, we're going to have another promo? Or we're going to have a match? Like, we're going to have a fallout between Sammy and MJF?
No, it happened last week. We fell out inside the match.
Yeah, but, like, what's the fallout for that? Like, what's the actual, like... Is it official? Like,
I guess they could go back on it. International champion should stay on Dynamite. TBS should join Collision. As long as Jade drops it, then yeah.
Jade, the fuck away.
If she give it to Shida or someone else, then yeah, I agree. Or, Chris Statlander. I'm hoping she'll be back soon. It's been nearly a year.
Well, yeah, but I guess it's like, I think Punk will probably have her because he'll probably train her and teach her something.
Maybe.
So the great thing about Collision's like, yeah, fucking, where is fucking Nyla Rose?
Nia Jax. Oh, Nyla Rose. Oh, yeah, Nia Jax is coming. If you don't see Goldberg, you see Nia Jax and Nyla Rose.
Definitely not Nia Jax. Wasn't she, like, literally on the Rumble?
Yeah, she's the one-time appearance. I don't see the point in bringing
Nyla. She's not
Nyla
like those girls.
Like, Nyla Rose does Nia Jax's gimmick better anyway. Like, I'd just say just push Nyla Rose more. Like, we don't need Nia Jax.
What is Nia Jax's gimmick?
The big, strong woman. Like, look at the women's roster in AEW. How many big, strong women do they have?
The fact that her features are not like most girls, and then Nyla Rose was trans.
I'm talking about the way they look, like the size
I
and
know,
all that,
but
compared to the rest of the roster.
But it's just the way you said it made me think of that. I'm just a bad person, I guess.
Because most of the roster, even the male side as well, like, what's the average height? It's not that. Compared to WWE, it's like, I'm not saying you need big men all roster, just be massive people, but...
Yeah, we're not Vince McMahon here.
No, we're not Vince McMahon, but you do need definitely a few, especially in the women's division.
Like, not to I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be body shaming any woman because that does look bad.
Let's see if there's anything breaking we can talk about.
I'm literally just looking on Twitter. You like Twin Peaks, don't you?
Yeah, I've already talked about our Georgia. The Kyle. I can't pronounce his second name, but yeah.
Guess I'll see you then.
What, you going as well?
Yeah, I'm going.
When is it? July? Or June?
Yeah. July. I can't believe the seats we got for fucking AEW. Yeah.
Well, how good they are, how bad they are.
Aren't they bad? Like, they're like right near where the ramp is, like in a weird angle.
Yeah, but I mean, we're elevated up, aren't we? Like, what was it? Was it 200 or 100, the section?
205.
205. So, like, the second tier up.
Yeah. I'm thinking, maybe I can resell and get some better seats.
I don't think there's any better seats available now, is there?
Yeah, there's loads I'm seeing, like nearly 2K.
Yeah, but where are those seats though? Like, where are they located?
Oh no, I'm looking at fucking Dynamite.
Okay, now.
I'm a fucking retard. The fact it says Little Caesars Arena, Detroit, Michigan, right there, and it doesn't look like the Wembley Stadium at all. Oh my god, fucking hell.
Gigi Dolan hates NXT, does she? Why does she? I thought she would get called up, but she hasn't been called up yet. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything breaking news to talk about or anything like that. What's the poll on how many votes we got? 6 votes, 67% say John Moxley's going to beat Omega. I should have made it. He was going to bleed first because we know there's going to be some blood inside this match. No doubt.
I'd be amazed if fucking Moxley doesn't bleed at all.
But yeah, anything else you want to talk about? Or...
Jericho's a stooge.
What do you think the promo is going to be like between them two? If it is Punk and Jericho, the first feud, are they just going to be like doing all this backstage like talk, like, you know, Jericho? They'll be calling Jericho a stooge, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you always quit on us," blah blah blah, getting backstage fights.
Like, really? Like, is that the way you want to try it? Is like, oh, you get backstage fights?
No, I'm just wondering, like, what material they're going to work with. Are they going to call back to the previous history from WWE? Like, I don't know.
Don't know. Like, I guess it'll be something new. I guess it'll be like if right. From everything I know about both men, I can see it being Jericho's egotistical.
He wants Punk to join the group, and Punk says no.
No. He's egotistical, so he's gonna like, I want to work with her. But like, Punk's gonna be, well, you called me a cancer. Like, yeah, well, let's work with that. You know what I mean? I'm already got good heat. People already know that out there. You know, I'll come out and interrupt you in the middle of a segment and say you're a locker room cancer. You know, we'll do that, and it'll just be the fact that I hate you because I think you're the bad guy. Like that. That's how I think it'll be.
Maybe I could see that.
And you'll get some good back and forth. Like, I hope they never do the whole fucking, you know, I invade Canada. Did you invade Canada?
Who would bleed quicker, Moxley or Brock? Moxley, without a doubt. Brock only bleeds on certain occasions, and when he does it hard. But you know, he don't do it every time he wrestles.
I only think Brock bleeds and he does it by accident and he doesn't realize it. So that's why he's really pissed off.
No, it's the no blading rule, isn't it? It's like, well, I'm not allowed to blade. I'm just gonna force my head straight into this, and I'll bust myself open. He's done it like 3 different times now. He's crazy. Yeah. But I guess you're paying big money, so he's earning his money in a way.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of blading anymore.
No, it's took the fun out of it, hasn't it? It's like, when you used to see blood, like, oh shit, but now AEW has just made it normal, and it's like, yeah. But yeah, should we end it there then?
I think, what else is there to talk about with wrestling?
I don't know. Not in AEW sense anyway. I can't really say much about WWE because
I didn't see what Adam Cole like, but I'm hearing like he looks like very skinny, very pale.
Yeah, he does. I mean, again, I don't want to body shame people, but it does seem like he's not working out. Like, if you look at photos from NXT to now.
Yeah, but here's the argument, and he has mentioned this. He couldn't work out.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, that's that.
He had migraines, he had headaches. Like, he could only like use a treadmill for like 10 minutes at a time.
True.
You gotta go for a walk. He could only be in a car for a few minutes before. So maybe like he's ready to get back, but he hasn't. He's lost a lot of body mass because he hasn't been able to keep it up.
No, yeah, there's definitely a reason for it. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So I just think give it 3-4 months, and he'll be in really good shape because he'll be in ring wrestling. So the muscles that he normally uses that he can't really train or whatever are getting used, and he's going to be hitting the gym. I think the best thing for him is to take it slow, hit the gym, don't do anything drastic in ring. Just be steady, be good, improve your mic skills, get better fucking. Well, not improve your mic skills because I don't think they're that bad. I just mean just find a better fucking storyline for you to use because whatever you're doing right now is different.
True, it's the Jericho curse, isn't it? Really.
I know, but Jericho is fucking such a Karen.
Yes, he's seriously such a Karen. Maybe Adam Cole's afraid to work out. Yeah, like Dylan just said, maybe it's
Oh,
what?
The columns.
Oh.
No, I almost fucking forgot. Can we talk?
We're gonna have to detail because clearly no one watches All Access because they get like 200,000 viewers. So
but I feel like Charlie Dane that Pepe Sylvia bit. Can we talk about the columns, Jim? I want to talk about the columns with you all day.
Do you think these are the columns he was talking about when he said he would flip him, and it made more sense once he flipped the columns?
It would make sense because, like, if you're looking at a calendar vertically like that, you know what I mean, like an A4 sheet of paper, like if I've got one like this, you can't really not much space there, but like if you go like this. Oh, I've got a few more, like...
Yeah, but you made it sound like it made everything different. That's just giving you more space.
But what's worse is when you look at it and you realise what it is. It's a fucking calendar, clearly.
Yeah, it's just a calendar with, like, this is when this guy faces this guy. And he's, like, going into detail with something like, oh, we're going to have this match and this match. And I was just there, like, yeah, okay.
I'm like, that's just a calendar. That's not a new thing. You could do this on a Google Drive. You'd have all the space in the world.
True.
If I swear to God, someone showed him how to do it on a computer, he'd blow his fucking load. He'd be like, "What?" Like, yeah, here's an iPad. You look at the thing. You can have this thing like this.
You can instantly send it to people instead of walking around with your book and showing it.
You know what I mean? Like the only issue you'd need to do is like be absolutely fucking careful. You don't forget a pin or accidentally email it to Dave
Meltzer. Accidentally. He accidentally sent it. Oh no, he sent it to the Young Bucks and they just accidentally, Because actually, yeah, maybe it's better he does it this way because it would leak out even quicker if he did it digitally, wouldn't it? So
I mean, he leaks it to fucking Cutler, who then tweets about it, and then has to take it down.
Jesus Christ, who the fuck asked for Cutler's opinion on that anyway? I always said Thunder Rosa is in character saying she needs back surgery because of women's locker room. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the whole heat of Thunder Rosa. I know Britt doesn't like her, but I don't think she faked the back injury to, not lose the title. I don't believe that.
I just completely didn't hear what you said.
The Thunder Rosa, people were accusing her of faking her injury, weren't she, last year or whatever.
Well, at least the same people said that she was crying in the locker room with Tony.
Well, yeah, that she feared for a safety and she went to the locker room. And it's like, what, the whole women chasing after you or what?
Like, wasn't she on the Indies in like a hot minute, like working in like the AAA Underground?
Before she got signed, yeah.
Like, from what I know, a lot with like the Indies is like they're not very nice to each other realistically. You know what I mean? And there isn't really much space for them to hide, quote unquote.
No, this was AEW where she was supposedly hiding.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this is where she's come from. Why is she gonna act like this? You know what I mean? She's come from like. From what I could tell, like, it's not easy being a wrestler.
But let's just assume it did happen. She went into the locker room or bathroom to fear for her safety. What does that say about your locker room? What, there's like 5 women chasing after this one person? Like, what?
What does that say about Tony and his management skills? Or Mega?
Exactly.
Megan, whatever it's called.
Like, what the fuck? Can no one just sit down and have a conversation anymore? Like, what the fuck?
No. Clearly not, because people barge in the fucking locker room.
Yeah, 6-on-1 or whatever the fuck it was. How many people were there?
I would never understand why she, the lawyer, in the locker room. I get it. She's a woman. Maybe she's, doesn't want to get physical with these guys, and it's hard for her. But if she's there, surely there's a level of like, there's a fucking, put me as a lawyer in the room, someone who can really put some legal shit in out.
Yeah, but not just that. Why can't you wait? You just came out of having a match. You're still covered in blood. He's clearly pissed off from the press conference, and you're like, this is the time. We're going to get a lawyer. We're going to all go in there right now.
To be fair, he did say his locker room, come to my locker room, it's always open.
Yeah, he did say that. We didn't say come there with your 6 different people on the lawyer and start a fight, did he? He means like one-on-one.
And then it's like, surely Megan, like, was Megan like going with them to talk about this? Like,
well, the rumor was that Young Bucks got her specifically and brought her.
Right. Because this is how I'm thinking now. They went in there to be like, all right, let's go and talk this out. We've got the lawyer with us. We've got mediators. But then where the fuck does it turn into a fight if she's gone to do that?
True.
Like, why would Punk suddenly see the lawyer, see them, and go, you know what, fists need to be flying?
I know. What is the reason for him to start throwing this? Exactly. But we didn't hear that, did we? Because clearly, if we would have heard it, it would have painted the Young Bucks in a bad light. Because they would have started the fight. Clearly,
I don't think they bashed it. I think everything started off peacefully, and then eventually one of the Young Bucks and Kenny started a fist fight. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're ever going to find out. To be fair, all these NDAs they probably signed.
I think we will. I think we will because someone will leak something, and once it's leaked, because NDAs can't really be enforced that well.
Dana Brooks hated in the locker room. I don't know about that, but it was pretty fun. Dana Brooke came out for a match. She went for a high five with a kid. The kid just blanked her completely.
Who the fuck's Dana Brooks?
Oh, it's just some wrestler on WWE. You might have seen it before, but you might not have.
Oh, right. I haven't seen her, but I'm just looking at it now.
It was funny. She got blanked by a 5-year-old.
Oh, is she the one you working with fucking Bad Bunny? Oh, that was just a picture with him.
Probably just a picture. I think she's working with Bad Bunny. But yeah, should we wrap it up then?
Yeah, but what I want to ask Jamie is, you know Dana White?
Dana White, yeah.
Yeah, do you know why he smokes weed?
Why?
So that he doesn't hit his wife and children. You seen that clip?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna find it after the show. But yeah.
We'll end it there then. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out those social links down below. Until next week, hope you enjoyed Dynamite tonight. And